Hey guys, what is up? It is your boy Chris Lee here, back on ChrisLeeTV with another YouTube video for you guys. In this video, as you can see by the title, I'm going to talk about how I started my company at Stevens Transport. It's something that I've been wanting to do for a long time, and this year I just had, like, my first year I was getting everything prepared for it. This year I did go ahead and execute that, and I just want to let you guys know I went about getting everything started, just so that if you are interested in doing the same thing, this is kind of a step-by-step on how to get your business started with Stevens Transport. So this is just kind of what I did. So it was, like I said, it was on my list of to-do things, but I was at a truck stop one day, and I was just walking, and this older black guy he like walked next to me, and I just said, "What's up?" He was like, "What's up? Who you drive for?" And he just like really initiated a conversation, and all I had was questions, and all he had was answers. And I couldn't really talk, and that's how I feel like conversations should go when someone has like knowledge. If you're not knowledgeable, you should not be talking. So I didn't really talk. I just would try to keep the conversation going here and there, and he started giving me a lot of information about like just being his own business, and like kind of who he drove for Dart, but he kind of just told me just how he set up his business and everything. He went through LegalZoom, and I will talk about that later on in the video. But he went through LegalZoom, and he showed me like all of his paperwork, and it just looked really good. And and I was just like, man, this is something I've been wanting to do. And he just really put that, that mindset back. He put me back on track. Just talking to him, like, he just had lots of information. So like I said, that's what happened. I had a conversation. This was on my to-do list, but I got some fire underneath me, and I went ahead and did it once I had some money. So he told me I could go through LegalZoom, and I had been looking at LegalZoom in the past, but I had saw that they had like some class action lawsuits going on, and I wasn't really comfortable giving them my money for something that I feel like it's really precious to me. Like, it's an investment, so I don't feel like I should throw money at something, and if it's like kind of the water's not smooth, it was a little I don't know, it just threw me off. I'm just like, I don't want to throw my money to a website, and they're going through some stuff right now. Even though LegalZoom, if you do establish your business through LegalZoom, they present everything like so nicely. His stuff was like, it came in a package, and then it was like in a binder, and everything was set up and sectioned off, and it looked really like pristine. It looked great. But so what I did, I had been looking for a financial advisor, I had been looking for a CPA, and I had been looking for a lawyer. So I've been making phone calls like kind of around my where I live at, and I was just trying to get in contact and get in touch with these people. And I got in contact with a financial advisor through Edward Jones. And like I said in my previous videos, I have been investing through Betterment. I also invest through Stash, Acorns, Coinbase. So I have a lot of investments right now, but I wanted a financial advisor to give me like more financial advice, and I don't feel like the guy at Edward Jones, I don't feel like we clicked. Like, I don't know if I want that face-to-face relationship with someone who's going to try and sell me something that I don't need, or I feel like I don't need. But I digress. The financial advisor had a lot of good information, and he had a lot of information that I couldn't use. So I took what I could use. He recommended a CPA. I talked to that CPA because I had some back taxes I needed to get done. I talked to the CPA that he recommended, and I let him do my taxes. He did a great job, did a wonderful job. He very prompt, very you know what I'm saying? He got it done. I like his work ethic. So I had a conversation with him a little while after that about establishing the entity or my business structure, because I didn't know if I wanted to do I was already a sole proprietor, but I don't get the tax benefits benefits that I would if I was an LLC or an S corporation. But I had already knew that in forming an LLC, I can be taxed as an S corporation, and we had that conversation. So we came up with the agreement that I would start my LLC and then I would be taxed as an S corporation. So there are lots of benefits to being having your business as a separate entity than having you and your business as the same. You do get to establish business credit. Your credit has to be good, from my knowledge, and I would like my credit to be good as far as applying for credit cards, and a little bit more in a sec. But I'll let him, instead of going through LegalZoom, I had the CPA file for my business, and he did that very prompt. Like I said, I did pay him. It was about the same amount. LegalZoom charges like $300 and some odd dollars, so he charged me the same amount I think that LegalZoom would charge. But like I said, I already had a reputation with this guy, so that's why I let him do that for me. And he got the EIN, he got everything that I needed for this business. I went and I set up my bank account with the bank that I already had, that I currently bank at, and that was very simple. It was like not even 30 minutes to an hour, less than an hour. I had my business account set up with my EIN. I got my checking account, I have a card and everything for it, and I went to Stevens. I took my information as far as my EIN and all that good stuff. I started my business with them. That's all they needed. My co-driver's about to come. That's all they needed for me to start my business. Hang on one sec. So I started my business. I had my business name, and I changed my truck. As you know from my last video, you guys know that I did get a new truck, and that was for business purposes. And that was my motive behind that. And I just want to let you guys know that, like, if you are curious as to starting a business with Stevens Transport, I would recommend you do it as soon as possible, because what I didn't know is that from me going from my sole proprietor to my business, I had already worked or driven for Stevens for a year, and you do get an annual raise, but it is per contract. So that did not roll over from my sole proprietorship to my business. It starts new with my business every year. From when my business started at Stevens Transport, I do get a raise. So just FYI, if you are a sole proprietor, just be aware of that. I don't want you to be disappointed. If you've been there for 5 years and you have a nice little cent per mile and you want to start a business, I don't think that cent per mile will carry over. It did not carry over for me going from sole proprietor to LLC. So that's why I feel like you should start right away when you come in the door. If you're not confident about it, don't do it. Make sure you're, it's something that you want to do. But the benefits of this, like I said, was to build business credit, and business credit is a key to me building my business and becoming larger, and me purchasing more things for my business. You can't purchase everything in cash, because then you will go broke. So business credit is where it is at. I'm currently working on that, and I should have some videos about that in the future. Thank you guys again for tuning into my channel. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe and like button. It is your boy Chris Lee signing out. Deuces.